Yo, what's good, y'all? Your boy Iron Angel here. Man, I gotta shave, man. This is itchy. Anyway, there's an explanation for all of this. So, I have to say this. Ubisoft, thank you so much for Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Long story short, because this video is just a thank you, but because I'm not gonna spoil the game, but I've been on that game for, I think it says 73 hours. 73 hours. That's why I see all this. I didn't take the time to shave or nothing, but I spent so much time on that game during this little break. In case you're new to the channel, I'm taking just a couple weeks off of my usual daily grind of the games I play, 2K and all that stuff, just to take a break to get ready for the new one coming out. And Ubisoft had Odyssey and the whole season pass package for sale. Actually, it's still on sale now, I believe. I just got Origins, which, by the way, I'll talk about that in a second too. Anyway, I put so much time in Odyssey, and I took my time. First, I was like, let me start it off and see how this goes. I'm an Assassin's Creed fan, but after Syndicate, I didn't really play the other ones. So yeah, so I didn't know how it was going to turn out, but I was always interested. I'm not saying I thought it was going to be bad. I just got busy with other games I thought was going to be more important. Anyway, I put time into this game, and like after the first couple hours, I'm like, okay, story-wise, this is good. It got me glued. Like, let me put it this way. A game hasn't got me so glued before like Assassin's Creed did in a long time. I haven't been glued to a game so much. I put 73 hours in such a short span of time. In a short span of time. My own wife was even like, she was happy that I was engaged to a game and just happy about it. Like, I was relaxed. I was thinking about making this series on my YouTube channel. I decided not to. I said, you know what? I need this for me. This was such a recharge as a gamer who grinds a lot on YouTube playing these other games, game after game after game. This was a recharge just to be a gamer. Like I said, sometimes, like, because people ask, I have some games where I do no commentary and I'm just playing, and people ask why I do that. I said it's because I'm a gamer first. I need to, you know, just enjoy the game sometimes. Not talk, not all this other stuff. Just enjoy it. And I am enjoying the mess out of Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Thank you, Ubisoft. I don't know what critics are saying about the game. Don't really care. At the end of the day, you like what you like. I like what I like. We all like what we like. And how things are nowadays with entertainment, there's always going to be somebody who doesn't like it, and there's always going to be somebody who do, and there's always going to be division in that. So play what you like. But anyway, story-wise, adventure-wise, the grind, the side quests, like I haven't played a game where I'm into the side quests as much as I'm in here. Like side quests, for the most part, like 80% of the side quests, I would say I would do it all actually. I was about to say do 80%. No, do it all, because you find out later, the more you go into the game, which by the way, this game is huge, is long, the maps are big, you'll find out that somebody that you helped, you'll meet later down the line. And if you have the DLC, which I have, you'll meet them in those DLC stories, which by the way, I'm going to get into that too, the DLC. But adventure, the family, there's some heartbreaks. Like there was a moment where I'm not going to spoil, because all I'm going to say is Phoebe. People will know what I'm talking about if you play Assassin's Creed. That broke my heart, but then something else that resurrected that feeling of heartbreak happened later in the DLC. Like basically, all I'm saying is you want to invest time into this game, and it doesn't feel like a chore. I was just enjoying it. I took my time. I didn't rush just to play the story mode. Honestly, I will tell you this: if you play Assassin's Creed Odyssey, I don't know Origins yet because I haven't really played it, but if you play Odyssey, do not rush the main story. Don't rush it. Play the side missions. Do it's weird. Some people, I've heard, someone said that it was too much in the game. I didn't understand that. Like, there's a lot of people that complains about how games are $60 and they don't give much content. Assassin's Creed gives a lot of content that's worth this $60. So I'm like, for $60, I want a lot of content, and it's not a waste of time. Like, you invest in these stories, but everything. I'm trying to my best not to spoil anything. That's why I'm careful with my words. But yeah, I haven't had an experience like this in my gaming life in a long time. I can't remember. It's been a while. Again, thank you, Ubisoft. Assassin's Creed to me is a masterpiece. It's 10 out of 10. It really made me not just like Assassin's Creed the series, it made me be a huge fan playing Odyssey. Now, did I finish the game? Not yet. I'm actually in the DLC right now. I'm playing the Fate of Atlantis, and I'm in the Hades section, which, by the way, let me get into that without spoiling anything. The DLC are its own game. Like, there's some DLC stories where it'll be like an hour long or something like that. No, I played the Last Blade or First Blade DLC, that whole story. That was long. I'm playing right now the Fate of Atlantis. I just got out of Elysium. People would know what I'm talking about if you played the game. I just got out of that world. That was long. Like, this is really its own game. It's like every DLC story is its own game, and they put it in this whole season pass. And like I said, for what they're asking for price wise, you can't beat that. You get 3-4 games in one game, and then it all wraps around, so it makes sense. You play the game, it's like, oh, okay, I remember. Like, I've had a lot of moments where, like, right now I'm playing the DLC. I've had a lot of moments where I'm like, oh, that happened at this certain time, and so that's why this happened, and that's why this happened. It's gonna be a lot of this and that because I'm trying not to spoil anything, but and then the characters you meet, whether if they're disgusting, they're good, they're bad, they're, whatever it is, you get invested in it. And let me just say this, the design of this game, ancient Greece, just in the main story, is beautiful. I took a moment where I just played and I just discovered locations and just learning and looking at the artwork and all that stuff. There's a discovery tour you can do. I did that. And then the DLC, you get into like the Greek mythology stuff, with Poseidon and Hades and all this stuff. You get into their world. How they designed Hades and his world is crazy. How they designed Elysium is so beautiful. You just want to, like, I was in Elysium and I was just riding around with my horse, just enjoying the beauty of it. And Atlantis I didn't get into yet. I'm almost there. But after I do that, it's not much left of the game I have left. Well, no, I take that back. There is still enough game. I still got to finish the cult. I'm not going to get into all that. All I just want to say is this game is a must-have. I know the game's been out for, 2 years? Something like that. It's a must-have. It's making me I'm looking forward to Valhalla. And Assassin's Creed Valhalla will be played on my channel, but I'm not going to have a commentary series on it. I know I usually play games and I commentate. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to have the same experience I had here with Odyssey. I just want to enjoy, play. And I'll post what I'm doing so y'all can enjoy it too, because it's like a movie experience or like that great TV series that you watch. It's an experience. And I didn't expect this from Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Like I said, I like the series. I played, like the last one I played was Syndicate. I like that. I think it's underrated. Odyssey, it just to a whole new level. It's a different style. Like, I know some people don't like it because it's a different style than the other ones. Well, honestly, I was happy it was a different style because after Syndicate, I was like, okay, they need to change up some things. Like, Syndicate was great, but the same lore of how the game is played needs to be changed. And I'm glad they did. Now, Origins came before Odyssey. I never played that. I'm starting it now. And I'm gonna post it on my channel, but just so you know, it's gonna be non-commentary because I just want y'all to enjoy the game story-wise. There's part of me that's like, I wish I recorded and posted Odyssey for y'all, but there's also another part of me that's like, I'm glad I didn't, because I needed that for myself, because I'm a gamer and I needed that moment, especially during this time of rest where I'm just enjoying something. It's like that good TV show that you're just glued to. I needed that and Odyssey gave it to me. And I'm looking forward to Origins because there were some things in Odyssey that was talking about Origins. And so I'm looking forward to seeing, what Origins has to offer. And I want to see the sights, the story, everything. If Odyssey was like this and people say Origins is like this as well, I'm all in. I like the whole, just everything of Odyssey. There was not much I didn't like about Odyssey. Riding in your ship, because I'm not much of a, I didn't really care about that. That's why I didn't like Black Flag as much, because I didn't like the whole being in your ship. But it wasn't like I was complaining. It just wasn't my thing. But outside of that, you can play stealthy if you want to still, or you can be loud. I love that it gives you more freedom. Like, it's not if you get seen, game over. Like how some of the other Assassin's Creed were. You know, if you want to go all stealth, go all stealth. If you want to go loud, go loud. But the whole game, the combat, the grind, you know, growing your player, the RPG aspect, the story, the side quest. I have never in a long time said a side quest give so much praise to a side quest as I have right now in Assassin's Creed. Usually I just go past it because it's usually a waste of time and it's chores. No. It's yeah, well you do things for people, but it's more to it. Like the people are interesting. Like you learn something from them, and I'll say this: the decisions you make are very important. There was moments where I was like, I thought I made the right decision. Then you figure out later that you messed up something. But it sounds good. So I will say this: if you play Assassin's Creed, just because it sounds good, don't mean it is good. You know, but that's the suspense of it. It's like, man, I hope I made the right decision. But anyway, this video is longer than I wanted it. But yeah, again, Ubisoft, thank you. This video was just giving it praise. I can go all day. I can go for a while talking about Assassin's Creed, but I don't want to spoil anything. It's just, and I haven't given a game a 10 out of 10 in a long time. Assassin's Creed is one of the greatest games I've ever played. It is. I played for 70-something hours. I'm not finished yet, but trust me, I'm going to be finishing this. And all I'm saying, I'm looking forward. Well, I'm playing Origins. I'm looking forward to Valhalla. It will be on my channel. It won't be any commentary, just because I want y'all to just sit back and watch it. Plus, that's how I want to do it. I just want to sit back and enjoy it, not say nothing, be in awe with the graphics, with the sightseeing, with the story, the choices, and yeah. That's how I like it on my channel. Like I have a lot of other things where I'm commentating and all that stuff. There's that series I want as well on the channel where, like, let's say y'all come home and y'all just want to chill and watch something good, hear nobody talk, you know, commentate. I want to have that on my channel as well, and I'm gonna do that with Assassin's Creed. So expect Origins soon. Yeah, that's really it. Shout out to Ubisoft. I don't know what a lot of people are saying about the game, but I know for me as a person putting so much time into this, every detail, getting achievements and all that stuff, it's a masterpiece. Story, everything. Alright, well I love y'all. I'll talk to you later.